If you want to link Cademy to a third-party platform, then the Zapier integration is the perfect solution for you. Zapier is a platform that allows you to sync apps and integrate apps with each other. They have integrations with over 5,000 apps. So simply go to zapier.com/apps and you'll be able to explore all the different apps they can offer. A few interesting use cases for Cademy users specifically might be syncing contacts out of Cademy to MailChimp or to a Google Sheets, or syncing bookings to accounting tools like Xero or QuickBooks. So how do you get started? First, create a Zapier account. And once you've done that, come into Cademy, click on the apps option on the left and then on the Zapier card. Click install and you'll be taken to Zapier. Here, you just need to accept the invite and start building your Zap. There we go. Keep in mind that in this case, the installation flow was maybe a little bit different than what you will see. You might get redirected back to Cademy after clicking install and getting to Zapier, where you'll need to approve and give Zapier permission to access your Cademy data. In my case, because I've previously installed the app, Zapier just passed that step and took me back here straight away. So watch out for that extra step where you're taken back to Cademy and there's a big button that says allow Zapier to capture my data or to sync my data. All right. But after you do that, you should land in the same place where I am just now. So let's create our first Zap. And for this example, I want to sync any new bookings to Google Sheets. I created a Google Sheet file here, called it Zapier demo video, and I have some basic columns in my spreadsheet, right? To get started, I'll just go back into Zapier, create a Zap, and this is the basic process that you would follow to link any third-party system with Cademy. So first, I want to choose a trigger, and for the trigger, I would search for my Cademy integration now, and in the list, I will see Cademy as one of the apps. Now I'm going to choose what event I would like to trigger this automation workflow, and I would like to use, and you can see here quite a few different events. You can see when bookings are created or cancelled. You can create you can trigger different actions. In my case, I want that anytime a booking is created, I want that to sync to Google Sheets. So I'll click that event and choose next. I'll choose my Cademy account. I just have one connected. And there you go. It says that it's expired. So if I click here, it's going to take me to Cademy. And this is where I can complete that permission to give Zapier access to my data in Cademy. So I'll click allow. And I'm going to be taken back to Zapier. Continue. Now I can choose to add an extra reference or ID for a specific course. So essentially this allows me to limit Zapier and only run this workflow when bookings are created on a very specific course. So this is a way to limit so that it doesn't trigger on all courses across your system. But if you leave blank, then any booking across any of the courses will fire. So I'll go next and I'll test this trigger. And there we go. It pulls an example event. And you can see that this is a booking in my account for a course. The name of the course is Nighttime Photography. And there you go. I have the full details of this booking in here. You don't need to actually look through all the details. I can just look through and I'll just click continue. Now, in step 2, I need to add an action on the back of this event. So anytime I create a booking, what would I like to happen? Now I can, for example, sync to MailChimp. I'll just search for MailChimp and add that option in here, or sync it to Xero or QuickBooks, as I said earlier. But the process is going to be more or less the same, and I'm going to use quite a generic action, which is going to be to sync it to Google Sheets. So I'll just search for that app. Now I have to pick a specific spreadsheet in my Google Sheets account. Oh, sorry, I'm just choosing the app here. Okay, so what I want to happen, I want to create a new row in a spreadsheet, right? So search, update, delete, create worksheet, create spreadsheet row. There you go. Okay, continue. That's the action that I want to happen for it to create a new spreadsheet row. Now I'm gonna need to choose my Google Sheets account. I'll choose this one. Continue. I'm gonna choose a specific spreadsheet. I have Zapier video. All right, no, 2 seconds. So this is just which Google Drive I want to use. All right, and now I choose a Zapier demo. There you go. That's the name of my spreadsheet. And then in there, I choose which specific worksheet. So that's if I have multiple sheets in a spreadsheet, I'll choose which one I want to use. So if I go back, that's the first sheet I have, first and only one. I can now map where I want, what data I want in each of the columns in my spreadsheet. So I have 4 columns here: booking ID, full name, email, and amount. So I can just pull that in, and for the booking ID, if I click, this will pull through all the details that are captured or passed out from the event. So in this case, I have all the details of my booking here. So booking ID is the first one there. So I'll just pick that. Full name. And in this case, I'll start searching for values. So I'll just search for first name. There you go, first name, Park. I'll put in a space, and then I want to add in the last name as well. Contact last name. Email, I'll just search for email. So I can just populate or map out data from my booking or from this event to the output or to the system to which I'm integrating essentially. And the amount, I'll search for total paid, and I'll pick that value in here. If I click continue and test, it will confirm that it works. Yep, all green, and I can publish. And that's it. Anytime a booking is now created, it will go and create a row in my spreadsheet with the booking ID, name, and total amount paid. So keep in mind that this process is not instantaneous. So it can take up to 10 or 15 minutes for a booking to be created and then for that record to appear. So that's something to keep in mind. Okay, so don't expect it to work, or when you test this, to be instant. If I look here, I can there go see that this now has that first booking that I've created or have pulled through during the setup of the Zap already showing in here. Any future bookings will just create new rows in my spreadsheet. I hope this helps, and if you have any questions, as always, feel free to reach out through the live chat at the bottom right of the page right here. Thank you so much and take care.